everyone, welcome back. Okay, I wanted to do the assumptions video, and I never really do tags, but I thought this one was fun. I was like slightly nervous. Like, it's always weird to think about what you portray out there in your videos versus like what people, like what kind of vibe people actually get from you. It's hard in my videos because sometimes, and some of you guys hit on this, but sometimes I do want to give like the information, and I have a hard time putting all of my personality inside a video, because I would say that people who meet me in real life, like, I don't know, I was gonna say think I'm better, but that sounds so conceited, but I think it's hard to put all of your personality out there in a video and keep everything like constantly appropriate. I always keep my videos like if my kids watch them one day, they'd be proud of me. So, you know, obviously sometimes my humor may not be like what my kids would be proud of one day. So I kind of keep a little bit of, I have like a kind of a, let me just get to the assumptions. Okay, first assumption was that I have the most amazing neighbors. Came from my neighbor, but I actually have such an amazing neighborhood. So I live in a cul-de-sac, and so the people behind us, we have like a gate that opens up with them, and then we hang out on our driveway every single Friday night, hang out with all of our neighbors, and they all kind of have kids around the same age, and we just have such a good time. We hang out with them in our free time. And I mean, I couldn't have lucked out more. It's nice to have friends that are like couple friends too, like that both my husband and I get along with the other couple's husband and wife, you know? So yes, I have the most amazing neighbors, but that came from her, so she already knew. This says you're one of the nicest, most genuine YouTubers and people in general. Okay, so I don't want to like read, some of these are like just compliments. That's really nice to say. I do feel like I'm a genuine person, but you know, everybody's like a touch shady every now and then, so I don't want to act like I'm some like angel, but I would say that, you know, my friends like me. Someone said, I've assumed you've always had amazing hair. Thanks for thinking my hair is amazing. You know what? I like my hair. I would say that if you had to ask me something that I did like about myself, like if I had, you know, those questions, it's like, pick 3 things you like about yourself, you know, whatever, and I would always pick my hair. And I think it's because I have naturally curly hair, so I can either wear it curly or straight, which when I was younger, I hated the fact that it was curly. And it took me years to figure out like the rhythm of my hair. So back in the day, maybe I didn't think my hair was that great, but like now I'm like, okay, you know, I have plenty of hair, which I'm thankful for, and I can grow it if I want to. I can wear it straight, I can wear it curly. So anyways, yeah, I like my hair. But assuming you've always had amazing hair, it took me a while, and my mom used to give me perms when I was little. Thanks, Mom. I had curly hair, but she permed my hair. And I had permed bangs, so not technically the most amazing hair. I assume you're the life of the party. I don't know. This is gonna be annoying, because then it's like all these people saying nice things. Like, why didn't you guys say anything rude? Like, you should have said some rude things so that I could just be like, what? No, but I mean, I think I'm pretty fun. I'd hang out with myself. I mean, I don't know if I'm the life of the party, but I'm definitely, I got one that's saying, I assume you're shy. 100% like not shy at all. Like, I don't think I've had a shy moment in my life. I think my mom actually wishes I was a little bit more shy. But my grandma, when she was in a nursing home, I used to go up and down inside of every single room and go and like hold the person's hand. My grandma was on the Alzheimer's unit, so I was like extremely, for a long time, I actually wanted to work in a nursing home, and I just wanted to just be around, you know, the elderly, and specifically people with Alzheimer's. It was actually a really sad thing to me, but I found comfort in providing them like within that moment of time that I was gonna be there for them. And they always liked like a little kid, you know. I was just like a little kid, and I would go in, I had no fear, I would ask them questions and hold their hand, and I had a lot of them would go back and tell me stories like back in time, like as if they were living back in time, whatever time they were probably the happiest, they would tell me the stories. So I like doing that, but I'm not shy. No, you bring me to a party, I'll talk to everyone. I'm not someone who's gonna like stick to your side. Like, I had one boyfriend one time who told me that he liked to go to places with me because he didn't feel like I was like a tag along puppy, because I don't need somebody else to make me talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I'll introduce myself to people. So no, I'm not shy. And, I mean, I think I'm pretty fun. Being a mom is your favorite job? Absolutely. Like, absolutely. The only thing I ever wanted to be in life is a mom. I literally only wanted to be a mom. So I struggled with infertility. Like, well, I didn't struggle with infertility. I sort of did. Okay, I had a miscarriage, and it took me a while to get pregnant and kind of figure my body out, because I wasn't ovulating regularly. And so I had a fear for a while that I wasn't going to be a mom. And that was like all I ever wanted to be. So I take my job as a mom like extremely seriously. And yeah, I mean, I would do anything for my kids. So yes, being a mom is my favorite job. Now, if you guys don't know this about me, before I was a mom, I taught children with autism, and that was a strong passion of mine. People with special needs has always been a strong passion of mine. I used to work with kids starting from when I was a really early on child. It just really gravitated towards that field and just those relationships. And being a teacher of children with autism was the most natural thing I ever did besides being a mom. And so that is another passion of mine, but so I don't want to say, I mean, but being a mom, obviously it's a job, and yes, it's a privilege, I would say. Okay, you're as kind in real life as you are in your videos. Your hubby is a hottie and your girls are beautiful. I cannot dispute. My girls are gorgeous. Literally, they are beautiful. They have long, like the twins have long red hair. One has straight, long red hair. The other one has curly, long red hair. I mean, mermaid hair. And then I have my littlest one. She has long blonde hair, and like their faces, oh my gosh, are cute as buttons. I cannot stop kissing them. Basically, I tell them you can't live your life. Like, my kisses fuel your life, and if I don't give you enough a certain day, then you're not gonna live. They know I'm joking, but I mean, am I? Like, can you really live without kisses? Like, I'm such an affectionate person, and I'm obsessed with my kids. But yes, they are beautiful. You are nice to everyone even if you can't stand them. Not true. Well, okay, I mean, I'm polite C's, but like if I can't stand someone, they know. Like, they kind of know. Because like the face that I'll give them is this. Like, I don't know. I do a really bad job. See, my thing in life is like, if someone, I can't stand them, that's a strong statement. I don't find myself around a bunch of people that I can't stand, because even someone who annoys me, let's just say that, there's always something good about them. And I know it's silly stuff that like annoys me about them, so then I try to really take into consideration that they're not trying to like annoy me, and that there are good things about them, so I try and focus on those good things when in their presence. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not like this like walking around bowl of niceness. Like, if you annoy me, I'll probably tell my husband about you later. You are good at communicating feelings with your husband and your family. Sometimes I think they would think I communicate too many feelings. My husband and I, when we first started dating, we were long distance, so we had to be good at communication. So I would say that's a strength in our relationship, is we sit and talk a lot. And I mean, if he's like playing on his phone, I'm just like knocking the phone out of his hand and being like, talk to me, pay attention to me, like, let's talk. And I mean, we have such a playful relationship that, I mean, then he'll bug me and I'm like, oh, go away, you're bugging me. But I mean, we're just like, I don't know. I mean, obviously he's like my partner in crime. So yeah, I feel like we have a pretty good relationship. But then he says I do this thing where like if there's something wrong and I like will communicate it, I'll be like, you always do this, da 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 da. I haven't, you know, I'm upset, and I've been upset for months now. And like I know when I'm saying it, it's stupid. So if he cracks a smile, at all during the time that I am like saying things that I know are untrue and like the what's the exaggeration version, like you've been doing this for like 7 years, or like you've whatever for like 5 months now. If he knows, like if he has the slightest smile on his face to like kind of call me, I just start smiling, and then I get pissed that I couldn't like hang on to my anger long enough to like just like say these like foreverties. But anyway, I think we're pretty good at communication, and I'm kind of an over communicator. The only thing is like, I think if people hurt my feelings, I am a little bit like, sometimes I do get passive aggressive in trying to let them know that they hurt my feelings, and I've tried to get better with that at age, instead of being passive aggressive, being like, hey, you know what you just did right there? That actually hurt my feelings. And yeah, instead like my feelings are hurt, but I don't realize it's like a hurt feeling, and then I get passive aggressive to like let them know that they hurt my feelings, and then they're pissed at the passive aggressiveness, which they should be because it's petty. But yeah, anyways. So am I a good communicator? I think I'm trying, but I definitely am with my husband. Someone said they assume I'm a great mom. Thank you. I mean, I think I'm pretty good, and that's like an area of my life that I'm pretty confident in. I assume you're tall, over 5'7". I'm actually just under 5'7", so I'm like 5'6"3/4. I would say I'm like taller than most of my friends. Dana, my friend Dana, she's taller than me, but I would say I'm pretty tall for like most of my friends. Most of my friends are shorter than me. You have a happy family life. I do. You married a Mexican because his name was Mexican in that voiceover video. Okay, so my husband did that voiceover video, and I call him Ricardo. And I mean, I just call him that because it's like short for Richard, and his real name is Richard, but he doesn't go by that. So he goes by his middle name. So anyways, that's why they think I was married to a Mexican. But I mean, you debate having more kids so you can have a boy. No, I don't. I want more kids, but my husband doesn't. And to be truthful, I actually don't want a boy anymore. I would want a girl. I have all girls already, and just having a boy would be like a monkey wrench. I don't think my husband even would be like, oh yeah, I want a boy. I mean, if we had a boy, obviously we would be happy, but I just think I'm a girl mom, and I love having all girls. I never would have seen my life this way. I thought I was gonna have all boys, and I was so happy about that. Like, I always gravitated towards boy babies, and I always just wanted boys. And then as soon as we had girls, I was like, what? 2 girls? No, there's a boy in there. Where's the boy? Like, we were not devastated, but we were silent when we found out we were having 2 girls. Like, we were silent because we were convinced we were having 2 boys. So to tell us you were having 2 girls, it was like, I mean, you could have told me I had 2 baby elephants in there and I would have been less surprised. We were silent when we walked out of that doctor's office. I was like, what are we supposed to do with 2 girls? Like, no, I'm supposed to have boys. Like, I was convinced. But now it's so weird because I can't think of it any other way. And when I called my mom and I was like, I was supposed to have boys, I'm like, I'm nervous to have girls. I'm not going to be a good girl, Mom. And she's like, Laura, you're the girliest girl I've ever met in my life. Like, you played Barbies till you were far too old. Like, you're gonna be a great girl, Mom. You're gonna be everything that you love. And I'm like, okay, Mom, thanks. Thanks, Mom. You're a pretty sarcastic person. Very sarcastic person. I'm very sarcastic. Super. And sometimes I wish I was less sarcastic, but yeah, I'm really sarcastic. And I don't think that that's portrayed in my videos because I am always... It's hard to put 100% of yourself out when you're like not playing off of anybody. I think part of a dynamic of somebody is watching them with somebody else or being with somebody else and sort of playing off somebody else. I mean, if you think about it, it's super lame. I'm sitting in a room talking to a camera, like, you know, whatever. Like, how many like punchlines can you get back and forth with yourself? You're not 100% fulfilled with your job as a beauty YouTuber. That's an interesting one. No, I'm not, but, that's probably because I'm not fulfilled with that because that's not the job that fills me up. I'm a mother and that is the job that fills me up. I really focus on being a mother. It takes priority for me and a wife, and, you know, taking care of my health and that kind of stuff. And so that is what is filling me up. And so my job as a YouTuber sort of takes a back seat to that. And so am I fulfilled with it? I feel like I've been doing YouTube for 7 years now. I think my channel is sort of, it is what it is gonna be. I'm sort of stuck in this place on YouTube. It's like, I'm an older YouTuber. I have kids. I'm not going on trips. You know, I don't know. I'm not doing like all the crazy, like just to get a view videos. So I'm just kind of stuck in a little spot on YouTube, and I think this is great, and I've learned to be fulfilled with that. So I am fulfilled, I guess, on YouTube, as fulfilled as I believe is possible for me. Now, I'm not someone who's like, not like shoot for your dreams or whatever. My dream was never to be a huge successful YouTube star, okay? I wanted to be a great mother, and I use YouTube as a hobby, not as a job. So yeah, it's not a job for me, it's a hobby, and that's probably why I don't try to get too hung up on things. I just take things as they come and opportunities as they come, and I'm extremely thankful for how it blesses my family in that aspect of certain opportunities and even sponsorships, and to be able to have some extra money for certain things. And so I take every single opportunity as it comes, and I'm grateful for that, but I'm not like pressing to be like a big star. So you have a dark, inappropriate humor, or maybe I'm just hoping super dark, inappropriate humor. Like, I'm really inappropriate. But, you know, like I said, I try and keep my channel super PG. My family watches this. I mean, my family knows. I always, like, say things that are inappropriate. It's basically been my whole life. And I always get the, like Laura, you know? So, yeah, I mean, I'm super inappropriate. But you have a dry, sarcastic side. Yes, I do. You run an organized home on time. Everything has its place, matching all over. I love you. Who said this? Oh, I can't pronounce your name. Haverstick Sanchez. Anyways, thank you for thinking that about me. I'm a disorganized person. I got stuff everywhere. Okay, here's the deal. I try and be organized, and my house is clean. Okay, and things have their spots when I want them to, but there's always these little spots in my house that are like disorganized. Like, I'm looking back in this closet over here in the guest room, and I'm like, disorganized. There's purses in there, there's summer clothes in there, there's comforters in there, matching all over. I try and have things organized. I really try and be like an organized person. It is a goal of mine. I don't know if I run an organized home, but I do run a scheduled home, and my kids would call me strict, loving but strict, and I am on time. Okay, I think being late is so rude, so I am on time. You are the best YouTuber. Thank you. You feel like you must be super professional in your videos, even though you have the best personality. I don't know if it's that I feel like I need to be super professional in my videos, but let me tell you something. One thing I've learned on the internet all these years is there are things and ways that I talk, or anyone talks, that sometimes they don't mean a certain thing to come across a certain way. But then someone will take one word of what they said and twist it and turn it, and then you hear it back to you with your intentions, not the intentions that you had when you said that thing. And then it turns into something else, and it turns into something ugly, and then this person gets offended, and that person gets offended, and the person over there gets offended, and then it was like, I didn't even mean it like that. Like, one time I think I said that a perfume smelled like an old person, and literally people were like, you don't like old people, that's so rude, how could you say that? And I was just trying to say it smelled musty. Like, I didn't know how to say the word, but you guys know what musty smells like an old shoe, like an old closet. But, you know, everyone took offense to it, and they're like, oh, like that's a slam to the elderly. And so I was just like, oh my gosh. What I realized is that sometimes I die down my personality for the camera, for the video, because I'm almost too much sometimes. And also, I don't want my words to be used against me. I don't want to be twisted. I don't want to offend this person and that person and this person. Everyone's getting offended these days. Literally. When did everyone start to get offended about everything? Someone can find something to get offended. If I say I don't like cheese, someone's offended. You don't like cheese? How come you don't like cheese? You must not like dairy farmers. You don't like cows? You don't like animals? Like, I mean, they go down this rabbit trail. Talked about how I got cups for my guests. My family lives far away, so when they travel to see me, they drive. I talked about how I got coffee cups so I didn't have to give away my glass cups for them to mugs to travel. I bought mugs off of Amazon, or like the cardboard ones. I mean, people thought I was like terrible to the environment. I'm like, why? Because I wanted my family to have coffee so they didn't have to stop and they didn't have to get coffee, and I could give them a little bagel and coffee to go. Like, what? Well, how did that turn into me hating the environment? So anyways, I think that's why I may come across professional sometimes, because I'm trying. Should I even upload this video? I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I should upload this video. I'm getting too loud and I'm getting too crazy. I'm very loud, by the way, in person. You don't like to share food. That's probably a friend. Is this someone who knows me? I don't like to share food. I've talked about this before. I don't know where it came from in my life, but if someone like grabs something off of my plate, I don't even know like what to do. I'm just like, I don't know where it comes from. Literally, I don't know if it's like, just like I'm afraid I'm not gonna get enough or whatever. Someone goes out to dinner with me. If someone asks me to share my food, I'm thinking, how much do they, how hungry are they? I know how hungry I am. How hungry are they? Because if they eat more than their half of that food, then I'm gonna be left hungry, and then I look like the fat person ordering more food because they ate more than their half and I didn't get my half, and so no, I don't want to share food. So yeah, I don't like to share, and all my friends know it. And like people who love to share food, some of them, when they find that out about me, it's like when I find out that some people don't like hugs, I'm like, but why don't you like hugs? I don't get it. Like, who doesn't like a hug? But you know, some people don't like hugs, some people don't like to share their food. As a child and still today, you get in trouble for laughing at inappropriate times. 100%, absolutely. I was always sitting in the corner of the room. I was always on like the island desk because I would be separated from all my classmates because I would be laughing inappropriately, talking out of turn, interrupting the teacher. 100% me. You were smart in school. I really, for as terrible behaved as I was, I guess, I was smart. I had to work very, very, very hard to get good grades. So I graduated from college with honors, but I had to work so hard for that, study all the time. I was someone who had to devote a lot of time to getting good grades. So it didn't just come naturally to me like my brothers. They're super smart, comes super naturally to them, not me. I have to try really hard for it. You are done having babies. I am, and I would have more, but I'm gonna be 37 next month. Or yeah, this is April, so I'm going to be 37 in May. My mom had me at 39, but my husband doesn't want any more kids, and you can't have a kid without him, so YouTube is a hobby, not a job. Yes, it's a hobby for me, not a job. That you're so fun and I'd want to be your friend in real life. Thank you so much. I get from a lot of people that they feel like they would want to be my friend in real life. Come on, I always love friends. You're super, this is my favorite one. Okay, this is my favorite one. Okay. You are super frisky and hit your hubby up all the time for some couple snuggle time. Gosh, that's so funny. Literally, doesn't he wish? Like, doesn't he wish? It's totally opposite. He's always hitting me up for some of my apple pie, okay? Okay, someone said they assumed that I was a cheerleader in high school. I absolutely was. And then a question after that was they assumed I was popular in high school. And I'm gonna end it with this one. I don't think I was the most popular person in high school. I had a lot of friends and I was in a lot of friend groups. So I'm like one of those friends that kind of floats the friend group because I'll get along with these people and these people, but these people and these people don't get along, but I get along with them and them. So I kind of am the floater between. If I had this friend and they didn't like each other, I would be the middle friend trying to get these two to like each other. And I'd be like, why can't you guys just get along? Like, you know, this person, this person. Honestly, some of that dynamic has caused me trouble in my life because this person wants to talk to me about that person, but that person's my friend, and then this person wants to talk to me about that person, and I'm like, why can't we all just be friends together, okay? But, you know, it's just not that way in life. But I wasn't like the popular girl, but I never felt out of place, and I never, like, some people will be like, I hated high school. I loved it. Loved it. Thrived. Loved it. I mean, if I could go back and tell myself one thing, I think I would tell myself, be butt naked all the time. Like, you have such a good body right now. Like, relish it, sister, because your body is fixing to change. So I had a great high school time, and I was a cheerleader for, I think I was cheerleader all 4 years of high school. I did basketball, football, cheerleading, and then in middle school I did cheerleading, gymnastics, and diving. So those were my sports. But so I kind of always had like an organized sport, and so I was like, had a group of friends really, and I, you know, was friends, but you know, I don't think I was mean to people in high school. And if I was, I would love for, if any of them are watching right now, you can let me know if I was mean to you, and I apologize if I was. But I don't think I was one of those people that someone would look back and be like, Laura was mean to me. So I'm kind of proud of that. But, you know, unless someone comes up on this video and is like, no, really, you were mean to me. But I don't think I was. So anyways, that's what I try and teach my girls is don't be the mean girl. You know, be kind to everyone you meet, and be friends with everyone. So anyway, hopefully that answered some assumptions about me. And I don't know, it's like I toss between, how do I show more of my personality on YouTube? And then sometimes I'm like, no, Laura, keep it a little low, because it's hard to reel it back in once it's kind of out there. So, you know, anyways, let me know if you guys are surprised by anything. If you guys have more assumptions that you want to know if they are true, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll try and answer some back in the comments. Like if you didn't get to it on Instagram, I will try and answer some of them back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.